How's it going, guys, and welcome back. In this video, we're going to be checking out all of the possible outcomes that can derive from our choices in the Outer Worlds by deciding if we give the module to the MSI or to Graham. And this choice specifically is very important, as you could say there's a third hidden option that would allow us to get one of the missable trophies called Peace in Our Time, which consists on making them work together. So to break things down, if we decide to give the module to Sanjar, the MSI faction, Graham and Sora will attack Stellar Bay. You're sent to wipe them out, and after killing them, you will be rewarded with a unique flamethrower called the MSI Saltuna Sierra. It's also worth mentioning that whichever of these two first choices we make, whether we give the module to Graham or we give it to the MSI, we'll get the trophy called Monarch's Abide for winning the battle in Stellar Bay. However, if we take the third pathway and form an alliance between the two factions, we will miss out on the Monarch's Abide trophy, and in exchange we'll be getting the Peace in Our Times trophy, so whichever one you do, the other one will be missable on that playthrough. So I'd recommend making a save file just before you make this decision to get one of the trophies, then reload your save file and maybe get the other one if you are interested in getting the platinum. Now on the other hand, if we decide to give the module to Graham instead, there will still be an invasion in Stellar Bay. However, this time you will be on the other side of the fence. You will be attacking Stellar Bay. And this of course leads to us killing Sanjar instead. This will result in you getting 100% negative reputation with the MSI faction. And instead of a flamethrower, we'll get a unique heavy machine gun called the Good Word. So dependent if specifically you want one of those weapons, you can do one choice or the other. However, for the missable trophy we mentioned at the beginning and possibly the best outcome, there's a third option we can do. However, there's some few steps we need to take beforehand. First of all, during the quest called Bolt with His Name, one of the optional parts of this quest, Sanjar will request us to delete some files off one of the terminals inside the building. However, if we want to get this trophy and make them work together, we need to make sure we read these files before deleting them. Read them on the terminal and then delete them. And then let Sanjar know at the end of the quest that you have read them. Then a little bit later, during the commuter quest that you do for Graham, Sora will ask us if we can pick up some additional food. Make sure you pick up the additional food for Sora during this quest, again, to make sure you can get this trophy. And then finally, on the quest called Pay for the Printer, we want to make sure we are saving the medics. Now again, all of these things are mandatory if we do intend to get this trophy. After we've done all of these steps, we want to do Sora's third quest called Sucker Bait.
Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Welcome back. Let's see. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it, just like the one I found earlier.
Once we've finished the Sucker Bait side quest for Sora, we want to go back to Stellar Bay and speak with Sanjar. And as usual on these dialogue options, I'm not sure how strict they are, but if you want to make sure you get it, just follow the ones we choose here on screen.
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together. Not this again.
Remember what we...
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. You two?
He has a point, sir. And it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right. That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first. Excellent.
Then simply follow the quest objectives to get Sora's review and return it to Sanjar.
Any luck bringing the icon? Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see.
Now this is one of the key moments when we return to Amber Heights. If we have, however, followed all the steps up until here, first speak with Sora and side with her. This will mean, however, that we will need to kill Graham, if you wish for there to be a truce between the two factions. Once we've killed Graham, we need to convince Sora to join sides with Sanjar. For this, we will need at least 55 points in either persuasion, in leadership, or have a very high intelligence level. After that, go to the meeting. Again, as we mentioned before, I'm not sure exactly how strict the dialogue choices are, but if you want to 100% make sure you get this, simply follow the same dialogue choices we make here on screen.
I
To follow through with this, you will need at least 35 in persuasion and 35 in intimidation. And that is how we can get this trophy in the Outer Worlds. Of course, we will be missing out on the flamethrower and also the unique heavy machine gun. So the decision is yours of which choice you want to make here. But I hope you did find this video helpful, guys. If you did, don't forget that thumbs up button, subscribe for more content coming very soon, and we'll see you next time.
And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain. Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible, even for him. But that means I had no idea.
Mr. Nandi says he don't know a thing. I say we take his word for it.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it. Okay. You're right. Sorry.
You know, I felt the same way, but surely you know.
Yeah,
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. Guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
Gotta be honest, Captain. Never thought I'd see the day. You've done a good thing for Monarch here.